Hi, I'm Heidi Hackler, functional wellness coach and author at happywelllifestyle.com. Thanks for being here today and listening to my Wednesday Wellness newsletter. Happy October and welcome to the new Wednesday Wellness audio edition of my newsletter. I hope you're enjoying the autumn colors wherever you are. Here in Mexico, we're getting ready to celebrate Dia de los Muertos. And if you've never seen the Disney movie Coco, I highly recommend watching it. It gives you a great overview of this wonderful Mexican holiday. So listen up, I'm sharing something new. If you'd rather listen to my newsletters than read them, I am now offering audio newsletters so you can listen on the go. Please enjoy this audio version of this Wednesday Wellness newsletter. Share it with your friends and family who maybe want to live healthier too, if that's more your style. And thanks to my reader, Nan, for this great suggestion. Are you feeling fantastic, or do you feel your energy declining as you age? Maybe you're not able to do all the things you used to do, or you're suffering from too many digestive issues or more brain fog. But that's just part of getting older, right? Or is it? Last week, I received an email from Chris Kresser. If you're not familiar with Chris, he's a globally renowned expert, clinician, and educator in the fields of functional medicine and ancestral health, and he's also a New York Times bestselling author. And Chris basically took the words right out of my mouth with his newsletter. This topic is something I've shared a bit about in some of my recent blog posts, as I truly believe it is critically important for all of us. Taking our health into our own hands as we age is vitally important. No one else is going to do it for us. And there are some very simple steps I use to help my clients turn their health ailments and illnesses into wellness. So this newsletter is a bit longer than most, but thank you for reading to the end, or listening to the end in this case. And a big thanks to Chris Kresser for the inspiration and a few facts shared below. Do you feel like getting older is a downward spiral? Can you relate to any of this? More fatigue and less energy, more aches and pains, declining mental and physical performance, or a growing list of symptoms and complaints as you age? These ailments have become so common that many come to accept them as normal. We talk about them at our kids' sporting events, at pool parties, around the water cooler, as if this downward spiral of wellness is just an inevitable part of aging. Ugh, we've become those older adults talking about their aches and pains and bathroom woes. How did this happen? But let's stop right here. There's a big difference between what's considered common and what's normal, let alone optimally healthy. And while it may be common, it is definitely not normal nor optimally healthy to lose so much function as we age. And here are a few reasons that I know this. Did you know in traditional hunter-gatherer societies today, many people reach their 70s and 80s and beyond without a steady decline that is typical as we age in Western cultures? And once our ancestors traded their nomadic lifestyles for a more sedentary life and started farming and subsisting on grains, their health drastically declined to an average longevity of just 30 to 40 years. Many functional medicine doctors, like Dr. Mark Hyman of the Cleveland Clinic, Dr. Jeffrey Bland of the Institute for Functional Medicine in Seattle, and Dr. Richard Bedlack of Duke University School of Medicine, are all helping their patients to prevent and reverse chronic illnesses, including diabetes, heart disease, cancer, and dementia, that have become ubiquitous in the past 100 years. Amazingly, Dr. Bedlack has also reversed ALS in 48 patients, something that was previously unheard of. This hits really close to home for us, as we have lost 7 friends or acquaintances to ALS and currently have 1 family member dealing with this horrible disease. At the School of Applied Functional Medicine, where I'm currently a student and on the staff, my instructors and colleagues have also helped thousands of patients and clients over the last few years to not only reverse the downward spiral of ill health, but also start feeling better than ever before, to get well and stay well and to live vibrant lives again. And I've seen this in my own clients over and over again as well, reversing acid reflux, chronic IBS, prediabetes, eczema, weight gain, osteoarthritis, and other chronic inflammatory issues, so they feel fantastic again. And on a more personal note and closer to home for me, I'm approaching 60, yet I now feel better than I have since my 20s. What if we could feel better as we get older instead of worse? It's absolutely possible. However, there's no magic pill, as much as you might like to take one. So I'm not going to recommend eating fast food for dinner and washing it down with beer or wine, binge watching hours of Netflix, and all of this on just 4 to 5 hours of sleep a night, while still enjoying vibrant health. That's just not possible. And therein lies the disconnect between how we want to live our lives and the outcome we expect to have, or how we want to feel as we age. The old adage, garbage in, garbage out, is exactly what happens to our health. And as I teach in my wellness workshops, the fundamental pillars of wellness include a nutrient-dense diet, getting enough sleep, moving your body daily, and taking steps to manage your levels of stress. And one of the most important keys is this: optimizing your micronutrient intake is at the root of optimal wellness. We need at least 40 micronutrients, vitamins, minerals, and other compounds for our body to function optimally. And if we don't get enough of any of these nutrients, we can suffer in many ways. As UC Berkeley professor of molecular biology, Dr. Bruce Ames says, suboptimal intake of micronutrients may be the single most important factor that determines how we age. And sadly, most of us are woefully deficient in not just one, but several of these essential nutrients. According to the Linus Pauling Institute, 100% of us do not get enough potassium. 97% do not get enough magnesium. 94% do not get enough vitamin D. 92% do not get enough choline. And 89% do not get enough vitamin E. And those are just a few of the micronutrients necessary to build healthy cells and in turn healthy bodies. And in most cases, you cannot just supplement to get what you need. You need to look at the root cause of why you are nutrient deficient in the first place. While it may be that you're not eating enough nutrient-dense foods, very likely it's also due to insufficient stomach acid. Without enough stomach acid, you cannot digest and absorb the nutrients you ingest, whether that's in your food or in supplement form. And I've experienced this firsthand, as a decline in my own stomach acid, or low HCl hypochlorhydria, over the past few years led to my own malnutrition, which then caused some other health concerns. Thankfully, I caught it early and was able to reverse it, increasing my own stomach acid production and ability to digest and absorb nutrients from my food before anything major happened with my health. And if this can happen to me, a functional wellness coach, it can happen to anyone. So it's something I'm now passionate about helping my clients resolve. Having low stomach acid, hypochlorhydria, or low HCl is very common as we age. Did you know that 50% of those over age 50 and 80% of those over age 80 don't have enough stomach acid to digest and absorb the nutrients from their food, even if they're eating optimally healthy meals? Read that again. 50% over age 50, 80% over age 80 don't have enough stomach acid to digest and absorb the nutrients from their food. This is huge. When you can't digest and absorb the basic nutrients your body uses as building blocks for new healthy cells, how can you expect to have a healthy body as you age? Did you know your cells replicate and replace themselves in total every 7 to 10 years? So your body is literally made of entirely new cells today than it was just 7 to 10 years ago. Now imagine your stomach acid is too low, promoting poor absorption of nutrients and further promoting unhealthy new cell growth that starts to create poor overall health. Thus begins a downward spiral from wellness to illness. So what can you do to turn your downward spiral upward? I can help. One of the first places I now start with new clients is reversing their low stomach acid, because it's that common. And when they finally begin to digest and absorb the nutrients from their food to create a new, healthier body, they feel fantastic again. Okay, so maybe you're thinking, my doctor says I have too much stomach acid, so I take antacids or PPIs. Honestly, it's a pretty sure bet that you really have too little stomach acid. Did you know it's a myth that too much stomach acid causes acid reflux or heartburn? You can check out my article to learn more about insufficient stomach acid and how that is really much bigger root cause of acid reflux. In fact, having too much stomach acid is such a rare condition, it only happens in about 3 in 1 million people. Some not so fun facts here. Stress also shuts down the production of stomach acid by 90%. Anyone not feeling stressed these days? Just looking at the image in my newsletter, which maybe if you're listening to this, you haven't looked at the newsletter, but there's an image of stress, busy schedules, late alarm clock, time management, rushing, overtime, etc. Just looking at that image is pretty stressful, right? Watching the TV news, scrolling endlessly through social media, and watching tons of videos each day with constantly moving objects that your eyes need to focus on can all induce stress, not to mention traffic, long commutes, angry bosses, or screaming kids. So if you're experiencing any of these symptoms, including low energy, fatigue, not as much pep in your step as you used to feel or want, gas, bloating, indigestion, heartburn, diarrhea, if eating protein feels like a rock in your stomach, if you're feeling too full after eating very little, if you get nauseous when taking vitamins and supplements, or you have numbness or tingling in extremities, any vision issues, eczema, joint or muscle pain, or if you know you're living a stressful life, I would love for you to book a discovery call with me today to learn more and see if it's a good fit for us to work together. Interestingly, all of these symptoms are tied to low stomach acid. And I'd love to help you increase your stomach acid, digest and absorb your nutrients and your life better, and build a healthy, strong body as you age. Because when we feel fantastic, we can show up in the world as the most optimal version of ourselves, shining our love and light forward, helping others to thrive in wellness too. And I want that for you. Thanks for sticking with me. I know that's a lot of info to digest, pun intended. So I hope you'll give it some serious thought, because taking a few simple steps can really help you spiral upward and age in wellness. And who doesn't want to feel fantastic again, right? So if you're a fan of Neil's Yard Remedies, our holiday gifts are finally here for 2022. Giving the gift of Neil's Yard Remedies is a great way to show your friends and family some love. You can shop today on my link for holiday gifts available while stocks last. So please place your orders early to be guaranteed of your favorite gifts. Well, if your order is going to be over $200, please call me at 206-683-6045 and let me place the order for you, because you will receive $30 or more in free products of your choice. If you're an existing customer and I have your credit card on file, you can just send me a text or email and I can place your order right away. And Neil's Yard Remedies products are always sustainable, ethically grown and sourced, and toxin-free. Thank you so much for helping support my small women-owned business and for leaving a lighter footprint on the planet. I appreciate your business through Neil's Yard Remedies and the other products that I sell. So, gratitude check. What are 3 things that you are grateful for today? As a reminder, writing down things you are grateful for is a great way to encourage more happiness into your life. That's scientifically proven. So today I am grateful for the recent visit of our friends Donna and David, who took this fun picture of us that you will see in the written newsletter. For the discernible changes in the weather, the cooler temperatures are finally on the way here in Mexico. It gets a bit warm in the summer. And that my local wellness workshops have been a big hit and resulted in a few new clients too. So stay tuned for more information on my online wellness workshops coming soon. And I would love to connect with you on Instagram. If you aren't already following me, please follow me at @happywelllife. And you can check out my daily stories for functional wellness tips and skincare tips and recipes and things like that. So thanks again for your support of my business and for sticking with me through the end of my first audio newsletter today. And I hope you'll come back again for my next newsletter. Have a great day. Have a great week. Bye for now.